folks, I'm Aspen Arrow. Welcome back to RimWorld and the tribal impids in the desert. We opened the Ancient Danger last time, one of the two on the map, and we recruited Four Eyes. And we will see if Gavril joins. We have 2 quests left for our relic. And you can see that we are finishing cleanup of the Ancient Danger, getting all that steel, components, and the armor to smelt down. Steel stockpile's starting to look really good. I think we're up around 2,000. Go ahead and keep our door open because that room gets very hot. Not much happens for a few days, so we are gonna send Cuz, who has the Far Skip Psycast, on a little trip over to a neighboring village that has a terminal of interest to us. And you can see during that time, Gavril did decide to join, so he will be one of our melee folks, joining Danny. Made him up a longsword as well, just steel ones right now. And we get a quest for a structure build, 12 by 19 for some honor, a side trainer, and a bunch of stuff for some goodwill. As you've gathered, we are working Danny up through the royal ranks, so we are looking to get honor to be able to finish up this series in the long run. You can see it is not an insignificant structure to build, but we can fit it in our walls, so it likely won't be attacked. So we'll be coming back to that later on. Fortunately, no soft sand in the area either. Just a matter of resources. So Cuz gets to the worshipful village. And we will draft her and send her on in to take a look at that terminal. Did have to have her meditate for a while. Far Skip takes a great deal of sight focus. And they just do like 4 hours a day, so it's generally not enough for the higher level sidecasts. Unfortunately, Komba here really wants to stay in the building and finally leave, so we're going to take our opportunity to hack the terminal, making the tribals angry, and as Cuz take aim, we are gonna Far Skip her back home. Hopefully. Maybe. Yes, we are able to, and Cuz just suffered a bruise as she was getting herself out of there, but we didn't have to take on the whole village, so. One more quest done, one left. We have expanded our little ritual room a bit, and in anticipation of being able to put in our relic. So next up, let's go take a look at that second Ancient Danger. We'll leave Gavril, our new recruit, behind, but Four Eyes is all geared up and ready to go, having healed from her injuries. Except there's a transport drop of mechs, so Ancient Danger time will not be happening. So you can see we have 7 mechs landing in the south. Fortunately, no centipedes, and then a group up there to the north of 4. Also no centipedes in that one, so at least the weaker of the mechs are drop potting us. Send our slower baseliners back and try and see if we can snipe at this other group down here to the south. Unfortunately, some of them are equal to or outrange us. You can see already taking aim while we can't, so we skedaddle out of the way, narrowly missing Haz, who is moving a little slow because we used Word of Joy on him to prevent a breakdown, I think last episode. So with being pretty significantly outranged, well, not significantly, but at least a bit outranged, let's go back, let everyone eat and rest. Try and prevent any mood problems. Have Mila go ahead and equip the EMPs. So with this current setup, we're really not set up to use EMP grenades. Maybe an EMP launcher, but looking at it now, I don't think grenades are gonna work. I can't remember if I switched to a launcher. Do finish up research on the multi-analyzer. And we are gonna have Baby Noise take off his shield belt to give it to Gavril, who is also still injured from coming out of his cryo sleep pod. It's a hard word for me to say. Cryo sleep. He was tired, and as usual, someone's carrying the baby. That's all right. Potato will be fine. Back in the place of birth, the floor, or the dirt. Poor Potato had an odd start to life. So with their shield belts on, we are going to send our melee folks up ahead, hopefully to draw fire. And not take any damage, and also just to melee lock these weaker mechs. No scythers, so melee lock is good. You can see a shot is off, but one down. And unfortunately, Danny's shield belt does go down, so we pull her out of the way so she doesn't get hit by her own gunfire. And we go ahead and send Gavril to the farther. Send Danny back and tell everyone to hold fire. Our two melee folks should be able to take out that last mech, just leaving the ones down to the south. Danny getting a few bruises, but some gravel thrown in her eyes. You see Gavril up to melee level 2. He is not very good at melee, but that's okay. We need someone else. So he has been nominated for the job. And as we get everyone back inside and Danny's shield belt goes back up, the rest of the mechs are assaulting. This group does include scythers, so want to stay away. Danger scissors bad. Fortunately, having claimed all the junk on the map, they do actually split up pretty well for us, going and hitting just random parts of old bits of ruins. They will eventually bang on our walls as well, but that is in part why we have double walls and double doors. Was gonna send everyone out here, but right as I do, the scyther decides to head for us. So we will take care of this one, beating on our little defensible area. Fortunately, Mila missing with the EMP, not enough time to get it off. She really shouldn't be tanking anything. Because having not recovered her side focus yet from far skipping, but we are able to get a burden off and just overwhelming firepower, so One scyther down, nobody injured. The rest of them have split up nicely for us. So we're gonna go pick them off one at a time. We'll let Mila just stay home. Had to catch Haz here before he went through the wrong way. You can see that joy fuzz making Haz significantly slower, although nobody's moving fast in the sand. Oh, we will pop out here and just take care of this one. And then head back north. And as we prepare to pop out, Scyther comes over. No, he's gonna go to the other door. Okay, we're gonna go back. And we'll take care of this Lancer, who does manage to break a piece of our wall. And then as we pop out, we all get entangled. Take care of the Militor, who drops some components for us, which is excellent. We are getting close to making our own components. Fortunately, the pikeman able to get a nice sheltered position there. Haz does take a shot in his leg, so we are sending him back home. But the mech is quickly dispatched. So we have that Scyther left, and then one to the south. Scyther standing no chance, and just one left. You can see we lost a few bits of walls here and there, but nothing too bad. Certainly not getting into the base. And the Scyther is kind enough to come to us, so we will wait. Don't mind us dumping bodies in the river. All right. And with relatively little hassle, the mechs are down, assault rifles proving their worth. And we will get Haz tended to. Dr. Mila on the case. And unfortunately, Gavril not enjoying his time in the colony, so decides to go on an insulting spree. Having recently experienced that with one of our colonists, with Forath, making it so her husband doesn't even like her, we are gonna go ahead and just arrest Gavril. Kaz's gonna lose her room, unfortunately, but I don't want to go through the mood debuffs of another insulting spree. So it will also give us a chance to just go ahead and convert Gavril, who is pretty unhappy that we are not his ideology. I believe it's just the basic transhumanist ideology that the ancient soldiers come with. So we'll take this opportunity to just convert him while imprisoned, and Kaz can hang out in the barracks for a while. We did finish up a project during all that, so we are now going to continue research. Really would like fabrication. But we're not there yet. We need to build the multi-analyzer, and I would like transport pods, so we are going to finally go ahead and get biofuel refining. We do have an infinite chem reactor from, I don't know, a quest fairly early on. So we have been accumulating chem fuel, but we have never researched it. And as I put a beacon down for our outside shelves, we are rated again. this time by wasters. You can see all fairly short range. We've got 4, 4, and 4. So 3-prong attack. Fantasia the dog, still living on, still looking for that healer mech serum to see if we can't fix her jaw. See, we have not repaired our walls yet, so there's a few weak spots. Fortunately, we have nice gear and we outrange everything they have. Decided to let Haz have a break though. We also have just some unconnected Granland trees over by our anima tree. Figured our tree lovers would like that, and it makes the area nice, except for the comet. And we've started another area of a tree farm, trying to bring life to the desert. See, make quick work of the first group. Drops of some medicine, which is of course appreciated. We'll also smelt down those weapons and any metal gear they're wearing. So off to the other side we go. Get a quest for some supplies. And we'll stand on the other side of this soft sand, making quick work of Kid Gun, Vapor, and Belrose. That just leaves the pack of them down at the bottom. But we'll take a break. No need to go to them. They will eventually come to us. I'm sure Fluffy will do well. Fluffy the Raider. So our quest we got is just for 2 EMP grenades for some basic gear, our kite capsule, which we are not doing any gene stuff yet, so it's not really all that helpful. Danny's Eltex cap is tattered, so some appeal to make just 2 EMP grenades for that and keep her royal expectations met. That's it. She's still doing everything, and she's, I think, our primary hauler, so it's not too snobby yet. See, our animal population continues to grow. Still keeping the camels and cows as one of our primary income sources. We also have picked up donkeys at some point. Flo the horse continues to be with us. And we turned a bunch of insect meat into kibble since I grew an astonishing amount of hay. And that final group has decided they'd like to have a go of it. And we knock Bass down. The other raiders deciding to go for that hole in our wall. All the places to hit, but it does look like they're hitting diagonally and not straight, so they still wouldn't get through. That's all right. We have assault rifles and they have a club. And we'll take care of fall up here. Our hay rotted. Darn it. And with that, raid fended off 2 today. Definitely impacted doing our ancient danger. But that's all right. Next up, we are going to go ahead and accept the quest for the structure. I hate structure quests. They take so much time and resources, but it is getting time to start working towards ending up the playthrough. Quite genuinely, the playthrough's been done for a while. I know how it all ends, but it takes a while to edit and do all these. So we are making progress though, and we are gonna get Danny her royal title, having come to us as a prosthetic leg drifter with nowhere else to go. We are also going to go ahead and get Danny that L-Tech skull cap. 2 EMPs aren't too bad to make, and we can use it to help some of our backup crafters improve their crafting skill. As you see, Danny still smelting, still cleaning, still an absolute workhorse. And with that, I think we've made it to the end of the episode. Thank you so much for joining me today in RimWorld. I hope you are enjoying the series. As always, have a pleasant day, and we'll see you next time.